This is Matrix Lord 212, and I'm going to talk about Doctor Who. It's kind of early in the morning. I woke up a little while ago, but I'm checking out all my comments and stuff on the channel, and I'm going to make a few videos based on it. There was a discussion about Rory Williams being a fixed point in time, and that is why he cannot die. The thing is that if you remember in Waters of Mars, Adelaide Brooks was part of a fixed point in time. Just because you're part of a fixed point in time doesn't mean that you can't die. Adelaide Brooks' case was that she had to die on Mars, so that way the timeline would be sustained and her children would go out and seek the stars to explore the galaxy, based on losing their mother, their grandmother, and to honor her. So when that was changed, she died on Earth, but for some weird reason everything continued the way it was supposed to be, or so we thought, which I really don't think so. So it's not that Rory Williams is a fixed point that he can't die. If he is a fixed point, it has to do with some event, a point in time that has to happen. Like he has to win a race, or he has to accomplish something great or something bad. It isn't necessarily that he is a fixed point, like a thing where he just cannot die. That's not what a fixed point is. The Rory Williams thing is really, really interesting because we saw in Amy's Choice, it was like a trick because it was a dream world and he died, and then in reality he was okay. So that, I don't know if you can count that as a death, but we've seen this over and over and over again, and this could mean many things. It could mean that there are many Rorys. There isn't just one. He could be clones from some taller race, which that's a ludicrous thing that someone says I make ludicrous theories. But you know what? It's fun when you make videos and trying to guess what's going on. So there's a lot of clues out there, which is not ludicrous. And the Doctor's wife, Rory Williams, told Amy that they came from every night for 2,000 years. They took him. When they place stuff inside episodes, it's like a subplot. It's a thing that will lead into a massive storyline. Stephen Moffat, even though he didn't write the episode with Neil Gaiman, he is overseeing it, and he, will relay the message to the writers that they have to put something in there, a little hint that will connect, or be explored upon later on. So the fact that that was mentioned was not a joke. That they came for Rory Williams every night for 2,000 years. It was a big, big, big plot point. Okay, just like the name badge in the 11th Hour is not a mistake. The reason that they had the Doctor focus on the name badge was so you could see that it said 1990. With all the hours that these guys spend in editing, with all the time it takes before Doctor Who was first aired, there is no way that they would let that go. And Stephen Moffat's not going to tell you, oh, it was a production error, because that would ruin the whole, he's not going to tell you that the real reason what it is. He's going to say it's a production error because, just like he really didn't want no one to know that Amy and Rory were in the Christmas special, because basically it would have ruined the surprise. So when there was all these websites and they had pictures of Amy and Rory in the Christmas special, immediately he says they are not in it, no way. And then it turns out that they are. If you're a writer and you don't want someone to know some big event, you're either not going to answer them or you're going to make something up, which I wouldn't lie, but I wouldn't just acknowledge it. The whole thing is that that 1990 name badge is a very significant piece because it could be the big clue that solves everything. Yes, the 1990 name badge is there for a reason, I believe, and that is why it is there. Everything that they throw into the episode is carefully orchestrated and calculated. If you think that they mention fish in every episode as a fluke, think again. Okay? If you look, you think my theories is ludicrous? Look at the 11th hour. Fish fingers and custard. And she thanks Santa for the fish. The beast below, it has to deal with a star whale. Okay? Every episode is some type of mention of fish. It's like a subliminal message. Okay? That's not crazy. Okay? Even the mini episodes, there was a fish in a bowl. Okay? Even in the episode where you had the impossible astronaut, River Song says, "Oh, did we do Jimmy the Fish yet?" in the diary. Okay? The God Complex. There was a goldfish in a bowl that the guy ate. We could go every single episode and dissect it. Stephen Moffat puts stuff in every single episode for you to find, to try to figure out clues. It is not a joke. I am not crazy. And we could list it. And you would be amazed how many fish references there are, how many times there are bird tweets, how many times there are red balloons. There's probably even stuff that I don't even see, that I don't even know. Okay, so, Matrix Lord 212, I make videos because it's fun. Usually I try to make videos like when I'm, I get up ready in the morning and I'm all ready to go out, but I'll make videos in the morning, I'll make videos at night. But, from seeing some of these things posted on YouTube and stuff like that, and then the Doctor Who website on Facebook, I felt I had to make a video like right away because, and explain different things. Why is it out of the realm of possibility to say that the Doctor's in a dream world? All the evidence is there. I mean, he first regenerates, and then all of a sudden the world, like he goes away from the Earth, he comes back to the Earth, and the Earth is different. It doesn't make any sense. And then it doesn't make sense how you could say with regeneration that, okay, because he regenerated, he has a different mouth, a different taste for things, and the only thing he was able to eat was fish fingers and custard, but then he couldn't eat apples in the regeneration, but then in God Complex he eats apples. What does that tell you? So there's a lot of different hints. I could be off the mark, but you know what? It'll be good if I'm off the mark, because who wants to predict the whole entire show of Doctor Who where there are no surprises and nothing interesting? I would love it more if I'm wrong, because then it gets me even more excited to make videos and more excited about Doctor Who, because then it means that I can't predict the whole show. And Stephen Moffat is a brilliant genius, so he could definitely make episodes that make me look totally wrong, which is great. So that's the answer to that question. There are a lot of things you guys really, and you know what it is? This is what makes Stephen Moffat's era amazing, because you can go back and watch every episode, and you can look for things, and by looking for one thing you find something else, and you're like, oh wow, Stephen Moffat, that's really that's brilliant. That's brilliant. You put this in this episode, you put that in this episode. So go back and watch series 5 and 6. Look for the fish references, the bird references, the bird tweets, the red balloons. Look at Rory Williams very carefully in the God Complex when he talks in the past tense, and look how the character evolves and changes and devolves in every episode. And then you tell me if you see anything wrong with the Rory Williams character. Alright? I'm going to make more videos, so thanks a lot. Bye-bye.